So the strategy I'm going to go over, I have done on Spiritborn on PTR. However, this should work well on most classes as it is a very class agnostic strategy. If you followed the above and have a Helltide Worms with the Maggot experience, keep farming on Penitent until you're about Paragon 35 to 40, which will get you your first legendary node. If you have more than 10 minutes left on the Helltide, save those Cinders and open them on Torment 1. You want to farm the damage multipliers that you can control and get the quickest. This means since aspects are not as common in the early torments, it's best to farm quick paragon levels so you can quickly get to the legendary nodes on the paragon boards. Once you have your first paragon legendary node, you can do your pit 10 and open up Torment 1. You should be focusing on replacing any gear that is less than 850 item power. Start using tempering on your gear that is item power 850 or above to give you a damage boost and the extra defenses. Farm the Maggot experience in the Helltide to get your second Paragon legendary node. Start opening Helltide chests on T1 or T2 or even T3 in order to get any legendaries that will give you aspects. If Seer's Reach still drops the Royal Grand Gems, you should farm it just enough to have the gems that give you your damage in the weapon, as well as your defensive gems in your jewelry. Start pushing the pit levels. If you're able to do the pits in 2 or 3 minutes, you can try to push it even higher. And once you slow down, you want to stay at the torment that is equivalent to the pit level you cleared around 2 or 3 minutes. Repeat the same loop of farming maggots on T3 to T5 to get your other legendary paragon nodes. You want to push to about paragon 130 to 150 in order to unlock all 4 of these legendary nodes in order for you to get the damage multipliers. Once you are around T5 or T6 and you're doing it comfortably, you can start focusing on killing bosses. You should have about 10 to 20 layer boss keys, which will allow you to farm legendaries very quickly, as well as uniques very quickly. Focus on the bosses that provide you the uniques that you require for your endgame build. Pick up any legendaries that will complete your codex as well. You should start putting together your Talisman set at this point, as you will get charm drops more frequently at this torment level. Make sure to check the amount of gem fragments you have at this point. If you have less than 15,000 gem fragments, you should farm Seer's Reach if it's not nerfed, or any nightmare dungeons with the gem affix in order to have enough for the glyph upgrade at level 50. Once you have your key uniques and any legendary aspects for your build, you should slowly start pushing up the pit tiers. Remember to keep your defenses up to date with gems and jewelry, defensive aspects, and tempers. Hopefully at this point you should be clearing pit tier level 50 to 60. Start leveling your glyphs to hit the breakpoints at level 25 and level 50. The goal here is to be pushing to get to T10 as fast as possible. Focus on pushing to a pit tier which you can clear comfortably in about 3 minutes. If clearing the pit tier takes longer than 3 minutes, go back to a torment level below that and farm to improve your aspects, your gear, your talisman, your paragon levels. You will have to go back to XP farming at this point to get your paragon level to about 200, 220 in order to get all your glyphs online. At this point, the power progression will slow down and the power bumps will come in smaller increments. You want to focus on completing your Talisman set, making sure you have all the glyphs at least level 50 or higher, getting enough paragon points to power up those glyphs, and you want to have all the damage aspects that you require as well as your uniques in order to get your endgame build online. Hopefully by this time you should be getting near to Torment level 10. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and take care.